In this session, we're going to bring our scene to life by adding animations to the elements we just placed. Let's first take a look at what we're aiming to achieve. Head to Slide 2 and open the animation pane. At first glance, the animation overview might seem a bit overwhelming. The animation pane is also not in the order we'll actually build it, and some elements like the flower and the avatar we will skip for a later session. But don't worry, let me break it down step by step. First, the clouds and the sun will both use motion path animations to glide across the screen from one side to the other. These give the scene a sense of natural movement. The sky and rain GIF will both use wipe exit animations, timed so they gradually fade out as the sun begins its path across the sky. This gives the impression that the rain is clearing as the sun rises. To reinforce that, we'll add rain sound effects and sync them with the sun's movement so that the sound fades out as the sky clears. And lastly, we will add the 3D bird that will have both a fly-in and fly-out animation, as well as a built-in scene animation that shows it flapping mid-air. We'll also sync two short bird chirp sound effects to match its motion. Let's head to Slide 1 and begin setting up the animations step by step. Let's zoom out a bit so we can see more of the canvas. That'll make it easier to control where things move on and off screen. Now select both cloud groups by holding down Control and left-clicking on the mouse. Then head to the Animations tab. Click Add Animation and choose Lines under Motion Paths. Once that's applied, go to Effect Options with the cloud selected and set the direction to left so the clouds drift naturally across the sky from right to left. After that, right-click the two cloud animations in the animation pane and select Start with Previous. Then, set the duration to 20 seconds. Now go ahead and play the slide. You'll see the clouds gently drifting across the screen, just as we intended. Let's animate the sun using the same motion path we applied to the clouds. Start by selecting one of the animated clouds, go to the Animations tab, and click Animation Painter. Then click on the sun to apply the same motion path. Next, adjust the sun's end position so it moves fully across the screen. Select the sun. Then drag the red dot further to the right until the sun fully covers or passes beyond the canvas. Let's play the slide again and take a look. Notice how the sun doesn't actually appear. That's because it's currently layered below the sky in the Z position, as shown in the selection pane. This time, instead of changing the layering, let's try a different approach. We'll add a wipe exit animation to the sky, making it gradually disappear and reveal the sun beneath it. Select the sky rectangle, head to the Animations tab, and choose Wipe from the exit options. Go to Effect Options and set the direction to From Right. In the Animation pane, right-click the new animation, select Start with Previous, then set the duration to 11.5 seconds and add a delay of 8.5 seconds. Play the slide and let's see how it looks. This creates a smooth transition where the sky fades away, gradually revealing the sun behind it. Similarly to what we just did with the sky, let's apply a wipe animation to the rain GIF so it fades out as the sun moves across the screen. Start by selecting the sky rectangle, go to the Animations tab, and click Animation Painter. Now, click on the rain GIF. To apply the same wipe animation, you can set the duration to 9.5 seconds and keep the delay to 8.5 seconds, just like the sky. Play the slide and let's see how it looks. The new wipe animation will make both elements fade away in sync, creating a smooth transition from stormy to sunny. To really drive home the transition from rain to sun, let's sync the audio. Right-click the rain sound icon in the top left corner of the slide and select Trim Audio from the context menu. Currently, the sound effect is about 45 seconds long, which is more than we need, especially since the entire animation sequence lasts around 20 seconds. Trim the audio to end at around 16 seconds. With the rain sound icon still selected, head to the Animations tab and click Add Animation. Then choose Play under the Media. In the animation pane, right-click the rain sound's play animation and set it to start with previous. However, as it currently sits below the rain's wipe animation, it would start too late, only when the rain begins to disappear. To fix this, drag the rain sound's play animation up, so it sits just below the sun's motion path animation. Play the slide and let's see how it looks. Unfortunately, the rain sound stops a bit too abruptly, which makes for a jarring transition. But we can improve that easily by adding a fade out. Select the rain sound icon, then go to the Playback tab on the ribbon. Under the Fade Out option, set it to 4 seconds. While you're there, also check the box for Hide During Show to make sure the sound icon doesn't appear during the presentation. Play the slide and let's see how it looks. This will create a much smoother audio transition as the rain ends. As the next step, let's focus on animating the 3D bird. Start by selecting the bird on your slide. You'll notice a small play button appears. Click it to preview the built-in animation. It behaves a bit like a GIF. If you remember from a previous session, when we inserted the 3D model, it had a small Running Man icon in the lower left corner. This indicates that the model includes built-in animated scenes. You can find these built-in 3D animation scenes by heading to the Animations tab. In this case, there are 2 available options for the bird. Scene 1 makes the bird slightly enlarge as it animates. Scene 2 keeps the bird at its current size while still playing the built-in animation. Let's go with Scene 2. Once applied, check the animation pane. You'll see that the duration for Scene 2 is exactly 19.47 seconds. You can tell the bird is flapping around during this interval and then restarting the scene after it ends. You can now go ahead and set the scene animation to a 15.25 second delay. Then, with the bird still selected, go to the Animations tab, click Add Animation, and choose Fly In. Under Effect Options, set the direction to From Right. Set it to start with previous. Adjust the duration to 1.25 seconds and add a delay of 16 seconds. Now, let's complete the bird's movement by adding its exit animation. With the 3D bird still selected, go to the Animations tab again and click Add Animation. Then choose Fly Out. Under Effect Options, set the direction to top left. Set the duration to 2 seconds and the delay to 19.75 seconds. Also, make sure it's set to start with previous, so the bird exits smoothly without additional clicks. Let's play the slide and see how it all comes together. There seems to be a small issue with how PowerPoint handles the animation order. Because the scene animation for the bird is listed above the fly-in animation in the animation pane, PowerPoint starts the scene immediately. causing the bird to appear on the screen too early, before it's supposed to fly in. To fix this, we simply need to reorder the animations and give it a delay of 16 seconds. Now, when we play the slide, the bird should enter at the right time, with a smooth fly-in. The next step is to add some sound effects to the 3D bird. Start by selecting the bird audio clip in the top left corner of the slide. This one's only 1 second long, so there's no need to trim it. However, just like we did with the rain sound effect, head to the Playback tab and check Hide During Show so the audio icon doesn't appear during the presentation. Then go to the Animations tab, click Add Animation, and choose Play under the Media section. Set it to start with Previous and give it a 17.25 second delay, so it plays just after the bird flies in. We want a second chirp as the bird exits, so duplicate the audio clip. Then in the animation pane, select the new instance and adjust its delay to 19 seconds. Let's play the slide and see how the bird's animation and sound come together. I think that came out pretty good. The scene is already starting to feel alive. Although we have gotten quite far already, we still need to animate the bear and bring the flower to life. But before we dive into that, let's shift gears for a moment and look at how we can give our avatar a voice. In the next session, we'll explore how to use ChatGPT to generate a short script, and then bring that script to life using VoiceMaker, a simple free AI voice generation tool. Once we've got the voice ready, we'll sync it with the avatar's animations and complete the scene in the following session.